mentioned that early talent can help an organization save up to 50% on that hire compared to talent with 3 to 5 years of experience. Can you elaborate a bit about how you do that math at TD Synnex and anything else you would add around cost savings of early talent?
Yep. So at a basic level, when you think about campus recruiting, your biggest competitor is an agency, right? So somebody and they'll recruit off of a college campus, they'll recruit off of people with experience, et cetera, et cetera. Two dynamics play out. One is they want to charge 20%. Some try to get to 30. If you're really good at negotiating, you can get like 12. But let's be honest, it's a markup nonetheless. And they negotiate you up on the salary, right? And so what we realized right out of the gate was we could save 50, 70 cents on the dollar by moving away from agencies into campus recruiting. So it naturally put a tailwind from a budget perspective in talent acquisition. But the second thing we realized is when you think about hiring somebody with no experience versus hiring somebody with 3 years of experience, they're half price, full stop. If and especially today, I mean, 3 to 5 years of experience has literally like salary expectations blow my mind when I see it. I would tell you it's probably greater than 50%. You hire somebody off of a college campus, I'm just making up numbers, kind of 50, 60 grand. 3 years, they want 100 or north. I mean, and for us, there's no value in that 3 year, right? I agree conceptually they've learned something beyond their college or their academic career, but they still need to learn my strategy. They still need to learn my processes, and not all of them work out. We also know that people that jump every 2 to 3 years tend to jump again. And so we end up with a higher cost per head with a higher likely attrition rate. And so for us, it was like, well, forget that. Let's just start in the beginning. And, Chris talked about the Discovery Rep program that we've done. This thing is game changing. And we learned this when we did our merger. So the finance team came to me and said, Dave, we can't find early people. We can't even find people with 3 years of experience. Salary expectations are crazy. They're nowhere to be found. So we went to talent acquisition and said, what do we do? And they said, what about a rotation program? What's that? Well, in security, they're allowing them to rotate between sales, marketing, et cetera, et cetera. We could do that. Literally, and Chris, you may know the facts better than me. It felt like within 4 months, 5 months, we went from no program to 3 people hired. And we were only targeting 3. And it's game. I think we officially hired 2 and we've got 1 outstanding. That's crazy in the campus world. And everybody is thrilled. Now they're all rotating. So then think about that. What's the likely attrition of that individual? Even lower because they've met 3 different departments inside of finance, multiple leaders now looking after them from a career perspective. And so the likelihood of them attriting in the next 5 years, 2% of what it would be if I hired that person with 3 years of experience. Oh, by the way, they're cheaper and likely more engaged.